Hello, this is A Free Gamer here with another video on how to get Starcraft 2 free. Before I begin, I'd like to let everybody know that the multiplayer in this game does not work. The reason for this is because Starcraft 2 runs on the battle.net servers, and they are very difficult to get around. But however, I have been searching around, and there are some private servers out there, and you could probably get into one easily. So besides that, you are going to get the campaign and every other feature in this game. Just the only thing you're not going to get is the official multiplayer. If you want that, you're going to have to purchase the game, and yeah. So there you go. I've given you my story, and there. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this up. You're going to need 3 programs: uTorrent, PowerISO, and WinRAR, and the download links will be in the description. So let's go ahead and start this up. Open up your internet browser and go to your address bar and type in www.utorrent.com. And when at uTorrent, click free download and install. Now that you have uTorrent, we need to get PowerISO. So go back to your internet, go to google.com, and when at Google, search PowerISO. Click on the first or third link. I'm not sure which one it is. It's probably going to be the first one though. It's a CNET download, PowerISO free software downloads and software reviews CNET. Click that. And when at cnetdownload.com, click download now and install that. So now that you have PowerISO, we need to get WinRAR. So go back to your internet, go to google.com, and when at Google, type in WinRAR, Google search. It will be the third link, WinRAR 32-bit free software downloads and software reviews CNET. Click on that, and when at the cnetdownload.com page, click download now and install WinRAR. So now that you have uTorrent, PowerISO, WinRAR, we need to get the torrent for StarCraft 2. So the link will also be in the description for that as well. Go back to your internet, go to your address bar, and type in www.thepiratebay.org. And when at the Pirate Bay, search Starcraft 2. And after you search Starcraft 2, go to the right side where it says SE, ordered by Cedars. And click on the first one, Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty Reloaded. The size is 7.19 gigabytes, and it was uploaded by Extreme Zone. There are 656 seeders and 271 leechers, but that can change depending on what's happening at the time, so don't worry about that, but just remember it's the most. So click that, then click download. When you're at the torrent page, click download this torrent, and then click open. And then click, after clicking open, it will ask you what you want to download from the torrent. Make sure everything's checked and click OK. And then it should appear here on your list of downloads here at uTorrent. And here's mine right here. StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty Reloaded. And yeah, it only took me 7 hours and 49 minutes. But for most of you, it's going to go a lot faster. And for some of you, it might even go slower. It just all depends on your internet speed. So after that, just let it download and come back once it's done downloading. Alright, so once it's done downloading, it's going to hit 100%, and it's going to be seeding. It's going to have this little arrow right here, you know, doing its thing. So after that, all you're going to want to do is just stop it or continue seeding. All seeding does is make the download faster for other people that are downloading the torrent, and it's a good way to give back to the torrent community or whatever. So I mean, seed for a little bit at least. If you don't feel like seeding, I don't really care. I mean, just do whatever, stop it or seed. But as soon as it hits 100%, it's done. So right click it, go to open in containing folder, and then here's what you've downloaded: the reloaded RLD SCII, and oops. And all you're going to want to do is The NFO file is just it has a, if you right click it and go to open with and then go to like WordPad or Notebook or whatever, it's gonna just have a installation guide here, but it's basically all the stuff I'm gonna do. If my tutorial doesn't work, check this out. And yeah, so anyways, what you're gonna want to do is right click the Power ISO RLDSCII and then go to Power ISO, set number of drives, and set it to whatever you'd like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, you know. I have mine at 4, it's just a personal preference, but you might like it or less or more, it doesn't matter. You could have it at 1 drive or 8, it doesn't really matter. So choose and then right click and then right click it again and then go to Power ISO, and then depending on how many ever drives you choose, go to mount, and then depending on how many drives you chose, that's how many you're going to see here. I have 4, drive F, K, L, and M, and I'm just going to choose F because it's the first one. It doesn't matter though. And then after you choose the drive and mount it, go to My Computer, and after going to My Computer, you're going to have your CD drive F, or you know, whatever CD drive you mounted it to. And so here's mine, CD drive F, SC2 L100D1. Just double click that and it should open. If it does not, right click and then go to open in new window or explore, and then it will open. So once inside this folder, and once inside the ISO, all you're going to want to do is click the installer and then yes, and then your installation should begin. So here it is, the Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty installation. You can do the manual install if you'd like, or just install. I'm just going to click install because it's just default and it's fine. Then agree to everything it says, and then here's where it's installing to. Make sure you remember that because we're going to need to put some stuff in that folder. Alright, so then go to OK. And yeah, don't worry about this, mine just already has it in there, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so after your installation starts, it's going to bring this thing up probably, if your internet's on, and it's going to ask you to activate your Starcraft 2. All you're going to want to do is just skip it, and then continue the installation. So go ahead and let this install, and listen to this awesome little story here, and come back to the video once your installation is complete. Alright, so after your installation, click that arrow, and then it'll start this thing, which is the auto update. You're gonna immediately want to exit out of this auto update thing. As soon as your installation finishes, that will pop up if you have your internet on, and which most of you should at least. But you know, make sure you auto out of that, like you just automatically exit out of that auto patching update, whatever. So after you've finished your installation and exit out of that auto update thingy, go ahead and go back to My Computer if you've exited out of everything, and go back to My Computer, and shit, where's mine? Oh, here it is. And what you're gonna want to do is double click it again, or right click, open a new window, or explore the Power ISO you mounted, and then here's all the stuff again, the installer and all that. All you're going to want to do is double click the crack folder, and don't take the update. Highlight everything but besides the update, and copy all of those and go to where you installed the game. So mine would be in the local disk C program files, or for some people just program files x86, and then scroll down till you find Starcraft 2, double click, and when inside Starcraft 2, right click, paste, yes, and you know, just go through all this stuff until you've copied and replaced everything and all that. Shouldn't take too long, there's not that much stuff you're replacing. And alright, after you've copied and replaced and you know, moved everything here and copied over everything, go to what you're gonna want to do is go back to my computer. So here it is, and double click that. Double click the mounted drive again, or right click, open a new window, or explore. And when back inside where the installer, the crack, and all that cool stuff is, all you're going to do is click on the crack folder again, and then this time double click the update, and it will start updating the game for you. So got this going. Alright, and the Blizzard updater should be starting. And this doesn't take very long, but I'm going to go ahead and pause the video anyways and continue from after the update. Alright, so after your update reaches 100%, it's going to automatically close out, or it should. And then what you're going to want to do is go back to my computer again, or just stay in that drive if you've been there, and go to the mounted drive again, the CD drive that you have the game mounted to. Double click or open a new window or explore, and then where the installer, crack, and all that stuff is, double click the crack folder again, and we're just going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to highlight all this stuff besides the update, don't highlight that, and copy all those folders and go to where you installed the game. So obviously you should know where it is now. So mine's local disk C, program files x86. Scroll down to Starcraft 2, and when inside the main game directory, right click, paste, and do the same thing again. Yes, copy and replace. Make sure everything's getting replaced. Alright, and there we go. After everything's replaced and repasted over and all that stuff again, you're just going to want to start Starcraft 2, or yeah. So now that you have Starcraft 2, we want the skirmish mode with it, because that is a very fun game mode. And yes, so let's go ahead and exit out of all this stuff and start from scratch. Alright, and this is where WinRAR and all that stuff comes into play. Now we're going to need to open up your internet again, and the link for this other torrent we're going to download right now is also in the description. So what you're going to want to do is go to back to the Pirate Bay. So www.thepiratebay.org, and this time when you're at the Pirate Bay, search Starcraft 2 single player skirmish. Pirate search that, and it should be the only one and the first one, Starcraft 2 single player skirmish and /AI cracked, uploaded by Godslayer187, and it has 61 seeders and 5 leechers, which is also able to change. So after that, click that. And once at the torrent page, click download this torrent and click open, and then make sure everything's checked and click OK. Alright, and then it should then appear here at your list of downloads here on uTorrent, and it is a very fast download. Mine only took, well, it did not take 14 seconds, but mine it takes up to about 8 minutes or so. It's just a couple minutes, not very long at all. And once it's finished, go ahead, stop it, or continue seeding, whatever you feel like. And then once it's at 100%, it's done though. Right click, and then right click the SCT or SC2 skirmish cracked, and then right click that and click open containing folder. And here's all the stuff you should have got with it. What you're going to want to do is double click the Razor 1911 folder, and when inside, click the SC2 copy, not the DAT file, click the application. Then you're going to get some cool little catchy music. And what this does is just updating the game, as well as throwing in the versus mode or the skirmish mode. So this doesn't take very long at all. Enjoy the music, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, this is a very easy process, guys. Don't worry. Don't think it's gonna take a long time or anything. what's cool about this thing you're downloading too is you get the map editor, and you can like build your own maps to play a skirmish on, which is a pretty badass little deal. And yeah, alright, it's almost done. Alright, so installation finished, click OK. And what you're going to do is just click back, or, you know, if you exit out of that, go back to uTorrent, right click the SC2 skirmish cracked, and click open containing folder. And now you're back inside it again. This time you're going to want to click on the SC2 all-in-one setup. And now that you have WinRAR, you'll be able to extract it. Just right click it, then go to extract files right here. And what this is going to do is put it into a nice organized file for you. And it should, just click OK, and it should extract into a file inside your where you are right now. So just click OK, or you know, if you want to extract to your desktop, do whatever. Alright, so here it is now. I just extracted it into its own file. Just double click the file, go inside it, and double click the SC2 all-in-one. SCT or SC2 all-in-one, yeah, it's kind of weird. And it's going to say no maps were found. And what you're going to want to do, if it says that, which it probably will, like mine, just close out of that and go back to where you have the skirmish stuff installed. And this time you're going to want to click on the Big Game Hunters instead. And this is the map editor, which is a very cool little program. It's loading up everything. Alright, so it just loaded up a map for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and this is the map that you're going to be playing on. You can go ahead and edit it and stuff if you learn how to do all this cool little stuff they added up here. And once you've figured out how to update your maps and stuff, or once you've got your map, just go ahead, go to File, Save As, and then now you're saving the map. What you're going to want to do is go to My Documents, or where you have your more information stuff. It's not the actual main game directory. So mostly it's going to be, for most people it's going to be in My Documents or Documents, and then Starcraft 2. And then when inside here, go to Maps, and save it inside your Maps folder, which is empty. Save. And that shouldn't take very long. Then exit out of this, and this time go back to the SC2 all-in-one setup again, the folder that you extracted, and click the application right here, SC2 all-in-one, and it's going to open this up again, and this time you have a map of the Big Game Hunters, the one that you saved, and you're just going to want to click on the Game tab right here, and just update everything to your liking. So you know, make your human person, that's who you are, and then your computer players. You do not have to have everybody, I think, so you can close all of them. Close, close. So I'm just going to go up against one person. Alright, so a human versus a computer right here, just a normal 1v1 match. You can change the game speed. It's a pretty cool little program. Normal, free-for-all, team versus team. So I'm just going to go free-for-all, doesn't matter. It'll be the same thing if I click that. So after that, you can choose your race, you know, Zerg, Terran, Protoss, whatever. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Zerg because it reminds me of Toy Story. And then choose the race for the other player, or just random. And color, doesn't matter. I like mine red. He can be blue. Crips vs. Bloods. And then location. This is where you spawn, basically, or where your main base is going to be. So 01 for me, and he can have 2, I guess. And then the health they start out with, pretty basic. Alright, after you have your game set up, go to replays and saves, doesn't matter, and just all your replays and saves. Then options, doesn't matter, same thing. And all you're going to want to do is click launch, and your game should start up. And yeah, then you're in skirmish game. You're going to have to do that every time you want to go into a skirmish game. If you want to play single player, just exit out of that skirmish game and you'll be at the main menu. Or if you don't want to play skirmish right now, just click on your shortcut and that will take you to your main menu, your game, and you're set. So that is how you get StarCraft 2, and I hope this works out for you guys. Go ahead, like this video, leave a comment if it didn't work. I'll try to get back to you. And yeah, subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy this game. It's very fun. And thanks again. Goodbye.